Geopolitics is too often framed as the concern of global powers, the United States, China, Russia, or the European Union. For Jamaica, however, geopolitics is not theoretical and it is not optional. It is grounded in geography, and geography is one of the country's most powerful, yet still underleveraged, development assets. Jamaica occupies a highly strategic position in the global system. Located near the Panama Canal, sitting astride major east-west and north-south shipping lanes, and linking the Caribbean, Central America, South America, and transatlantic trade routes, the island is embedded in the movement of global commerce. Few small states hold this level of geographic relevance, and fewer still have fully converted it into sustained economic leverage. In a global environment marked by supply chain disruption, geopolitical tension, nearshoring, and diversification away from overconcentrated markets, location has regained strategic importance. States and multinational firms alike are searching for reliable, politically stable hubs that can facilitate trade across multiple regions. Jamaica's geography places it in direct competition for that role. But competition alone is not enough. Strategic intent is required. This moment calls for a reframing of national development priorities. Jamaica must no longer view itself primarily through the narrow lenses of tourism, services, or external dependency. Instead, it must assert itself as a logistics, transshipment, and trade facilitation center, capable of shaping regional and extra-regional economic flows. A geopolitically grounded development strategy provides Jamaica with a pathway to diversify trade markets and partners, reducing structural vulnerability to economic or political shifts in any single country. By maximizing its shipping advantage and logistics capacity, Jamaica can expand and rebalance its economic relationships across Latin America and Central America. As production and trade accelerate in the region Africa, particularly along emerging Atlantic and South-South trade corridors, Asia, through transshipment linkages tied to the Panama Canal and global maritime routes, CARICOM, positioning Jamaica as a central node rather than a peripheral participant. This diversification is not theoretical. It is a necessary response to an increasingly fragmented global economy where resilience depends on optionality, access, and connectivity. Geographic advantage does not automatically translate into national benefit. It must be deliberately operationalized through policy, investment, and diplomacy. This requires sustained investment in port infrastructure, maritime services, and logistics ecosystems, trade policy aligned with Jamaica's role as a regional and hemispheric connector, regulatory certainty that attracts shipping, manufacturing, warehousing, and value-added industries, a foreign policy that emphasizes strategic neutrality, connectivity, and economic relevance, rather than dependence. Geopolitics, in this context, is not about choosing sides among great powers. It is about positioning Jamaica to extract value from its location while remaining flexible in a rapidly shifting global order. For Jamaica, geopolitics is not a fashionable term or an imported concept. It is a development imperative rooted in physical reality. The island's location has long influenced its history, its security, and its economy. The challenge now is to ensure that it also defines Jamaica's future prosperity. By placing geography and strategic positioning at the core of national planning, Jamaica can move beyond reactive development models and assert itself as a country of consequence within global trade networks, not because of size or power, but because of where it stands in the world.